friends. Hello. We made it. Just takes a little bit of time. Can we have a round of applause for all of our tech people who are putting in time and effort? Well, it's great to see you all out here. If we haven't formally met, my name is VandenEinde.
And my name is Rachel Hayden.
And we are your president and co-president of the Undertones. And it has been a joy to watch this team grow and blossom over the past year. Rachel, can you tell us a little bit about the special theme that we picked for the concert this year?
Absolutely. So the theme that we chose for the concert this year, if you haven't noticed from your programs, it's Head in the Clouds. And so the way that we came up with that theme is that a lot of the songs that we're doing are very much just like very lighthearted, very fun songs that like really allow you to just feel like you're on cloud nine, whether that's literally thinking about a dream that you have, whether it's falling in love, whether that's just having a good time with friends, making food, just all sorts of really cool things like that. And so the reason why we chose it was because all of these songs we hope allow you to feel like you're up in the clouds and that you're just having a wonderful time this afternoon.
Yeah, and the other thing is we just wanted you guys to kind of get deep in thought with us. I think the brains are a really powerful thing that have been given to us, that we can think about multiple different things, whether that's love, whether that's disgust, whether that's fear. We hold many different emotions and many different thoughts, and so we kind of wanted to capture that. Now, one of the really fun things that we wanted to start off with is, Rachel, do you have any like midnight cravings ever whenever you like are like up and you're like, dang, I just need something to eat?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Ice
Yeah.
cream.
Does anybody else get midnight cravings? Yes? No? Okay, we got some people. You can tell the college table is like, oh yeah, we definitely do. Well, I will say this one song fits slightly with our theme, but more in the sense of, we're just starting to enter this dream phase. This is when, you've maybe had a little bit of REM sleep and then you're like, okay, like now I need like that sustenance to get us through. Plus, we've been working on this piece literally since January. It's a really fun piece. For anyone who was here during our technical difficulties, you heard half of it. But if we can leave you with one piece of advice, it's don't forget the Mexican spices. This is chili con carne.
Yeah.
Take some ripe and fresh tomatoes, put them in a bowl with oil. Add the onion strong and tasty. On the stove you let it boil. Choose the finest meat you get from cow or pig, it doesn't matter. Beans and jalapeno peppers, necessary is to this. But don't forget the Mexican spices. Spices, the heart of the art of the cooking. Oh no, don't forget the Mexican spices. Without them, you won't get the flavor of sunshine. Chili con carne, 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 chili con carne. Aha, let's make chili con carne, 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 chili con carne. Aha, that's good. Eat your chili nice and slowly to prevent a stomach ache. Crisp tortillas on your plate will sound so nicely when they break. When your mouth gets full of fire, you might need something to drink. 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 7 beers will be enough. But don't forget the Mexican spices. Spices, the heart of the art of the cooking. Oh no, don't forget the Mexican spices. Without them, you won't get the flavor of sunshine. Chili con carne, 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 chili con carne. Aha, let's mix chili con carne, chili con carne, chili con carne, chili con carne, chili con carne. con, chili con carne, carne. Chicky wapa con, chicky Chicky batsa, wapa sipadada tapa, chicky batsa, wapa sipadada tapa, chicky batsa, wapa sipadada tapa, wapa sipadada tapa, chicky batsa, wapa sipadada tapa, chicky batsa, wapa sipadada tapa, chicky batsa, wapa sipadada, chicky batsa. Just don't forget the Mexicans. Don't forget the Mexicans. Don't forget the art of the cooking. Oh no, don't forget the Mexicans. Don't you forget without them, you won't get the flavor of Mexican sunshine. Chili con carne, 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 chili con carne. Ha, let's eat. Chili con carne, 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 con chili con carne, chili con carne. Ba ba da ba 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 Chili con carne, chili con carne, chili con carne. Aha.
That song was such a breathy song to practice during COVID.
Imagine trying to sing something like that with a mask on for 2.5 hours straight. That is what this past year, honestly, has looked like for the most part. So.
Honestly, I just want to give it up for our bassist because they really held down the fort with that song. But next, we are going to hear from one of our new freshmen. His name is Jackson, and he's one of our very, very talented bassists here. He's going to be singing a song called Cry Me a River, a very popular jazz song for anyone who's into the genre. And may I just say, when I heard him sing it for the first time, I was just floored. So just get ready. You might fall out of your seat. Just, maybe you want to put on some knee pads or something.
Might cry. It's okay. It's acceptable in here.
It just probably will happen. So here's Jackson with Cry Me a River.
Now you say you're lonely. You cry the whole night through. Well, you can cry me a river. Cry me a river. I cried a river over you. Now you say you're sorry for being so untrue. Well, you can cry me a river, cry me a river. I cried a river over you. You drove me nearly out of my head. Oh, well, you never shed a tear, baby. Remember, I remember all that you said. You told me love was too plebeian. You told me you were through with me, and now you say you love me. Well, just to prove that you do, come on and cry me a river. Cry me a river. I cried a river over you, over you. You say you love me, but you lie. No, you say you love me. Well, just to prove that you do, come on and cry me a river. Cry me a river. I cried a river over you. I cried a river over you. I cried a river over you. Now you can too. Cry me a river.
Can we just give Jackson another round of applause? Like, seriously, we listened to this on Thursday, and I'm like, okay, maybe I should have put it towards the end. My goodness. You guys can come on back up. So now we're in kind of the thought stage where this is typically that late night where you're kind of like, does that person, really like me? Do they not like me? Am I going to find someone? We're now entering into the love phase. Can everyone say the love phase?
Love phase.
Oh, come on. The love phase.
Love phase.
I'm going to keep doing this, so just get ready for it now. We're entering into the love phase. Do you want to explain a little bit, though, about Till There Was You and kind of the sentiment behind the song?
Yeah, so for those of you that are familiar with the absolutely amazing music band, yes, we're going to be singing a song called Till There Was You. And the main purpose and the main feelings that we have behind this song is that this is the song where you've been waiting like your entire life to be finding that person that just clicks with you. No problem, like just like that. Or if you are a fantasy person, like novels like that, this is the part where the two characters that you've been wanting to get together for the past 5 books finally get together, and it's so sweet. It's so fantastic. And so this song is really just about that feeling of finally finding that person, the puzzle pieces finally lock into place, and just absolutely reminiscing on that and feeling as light as a feather.
So we really hope you guys enjoy this song. It's called Till There Was You, and it was directed by our lovely Sivan Plotkin. So let's get going.
There were bells And do there was love all around, but I never heard it singing.
No, I never heard it at all till there was you.
It's very fun to be able to do musical theater songs. We don't get to do them as often in our group, so I know all the musical theater nerds were like, yes, we're finally doing this, Sivan included. Oh yeah.
The jazziest theater song you'll ever find.
Now we have a really fun trio planned for you guys. This is actually the largest solo, if you will, that we've ever done for the Undertones, which is really exciting. Yeah, 3 people. And it's representing 3 different voice parts with a soprano, an alto, and a tenor. So we have Elise and Maddie and Christian going to be singing in 2 languages right now, like French and English, which is very exciting.
Any French speakers in the audience?
Hey, we got a few! Very nice. Maddie, would you mind pronouncing what we're going to be singing?
It's called La Scène et moi.
La scène et moi. There you go. So we're going to be singing about a river and some shenanigans that came along with that. And then Christian is going to do phenomenally on guitar. So please give them a warm welcome for La Scène et moi.
Elle sort de son lit, tellement sûre d'elle. La scène, la scène, la scène. Tellement jolie, elle m'ensorcelle. La scène, la scène, la scène. Extra lucide, quand Dieu est sourd. La scène, la scène, la scène. Tu n'es pas sourd, Père Jésus. La scène, la scène, la scène. Je ne sais, ne sais, ne sais pas pourquoi on s'aime comme ça. La scène et moi. Je ne sais, ne sais, ne sais pas pourquoi on s'aime comme ça. La scène et moi.
I feel alive when I'm beside La scène, la scène, la scène. Is she divine? Is it the wine? La scène, la scène, la scène. I don't know, so don't ask me why. That's how we are. La scène and I don't know, so don't ask me why. That's how we are. La scène and
Sur pont les arts, mon corps vacille entre 2 eaux.
l'air est si bon,
Cet air si pur,
je le respire.
nos reflets perchés sur ce pont.
That's how we are. La scène and I. On s'aime comme ça. La scène et moi. That's how we are. La scène and I.
that trio one more time? So we're actually going to do another solo act for you guys right now. And I got to say, to see the growth that I've seen in Caroline over the last 4 years has just been phenomenal as someone who started out as a freshman. And I remember watching Caroline's audition, and I was just like, yes, we need her in our group. And she has just exceeded every single expectation since that first day. And it's been really cool to get to work with her all this time. She made all the beautiful centerpieces in front of you, so hand drew them all. So if it isn't already a little obvious, she's going into elementary ed, so maybe you can tell that a little bit. But yeah, do you want to talk a little bit about the song that she's singing? Another musical theater song?
Absolutely. Whoa, that's a little bit hot, sorry. Is anyone familiar with Chaplin the musical? Any hands?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
You can speak French, you got the Chaplin. You're my
All
new
the
favorite
answers.
audience member. Yes.
Well, Caroline will be singing a song from that musical that is called All Falls Down. And it's very much, it's got definitely a huge jazz aspect to it, where it's kind of got like a sultry kind of feel to it. And just with the personality that Caroline puts into all of her songs, like you're about to see just how incredible of an actress she is as well, with just her incredible vocals as well. And she'll really, really tell the story of this piece.
So please give, you will do just fine. Please give a warm round of applause for Caroline and All Falls Down.
Mr. Chaplin, you may think I'm rather small, 'cause the polished papers are falling at your feet. So go ahead and snub me and don't return my calls, and build your house on top of easy street. What you gonna do when it all falls down without let a little room to spread? What you gonna do if I change the name of the person sleeping in your bed? What you gonna do when I tell the tale that makes the country turn its head? Just a little gossip, just a little lie. I'll simply say the little tramp is just a little spy. And what you gonna do when it all falls down? Hey there, Mr. Chaplin, though your act deserves applause, we wave our flag and the country is impressed. But I'm a voice among the crowds, questioning your cause, and now I'll spread my doubt among the rest. What you gonna do when it all falls down, and where you gonna go from there? What you gonna do when the money
phenomenal, isn't she? I absolutely adore every time she sings. Well, to close out our act one, there's a second act. Please don't go anywhere. We have food, so you guys will have a reason to stay. But this is the part where maybe thoughts have gone a little bit too far. Rachel, do you want to explain what maybe a little bit too far means for this song?
Yeah, this is when you're having those absolutely crazy daydreams, where you're either just sitting in the car daydreaming, you're in class daydreaming, you're at work daydreaming, whatever that looks like, and maybe you daydream of something that is totally not real. There's a unicorn flying in the sky, and actually, no, it's not a unicorn, it's a Pegasus, because it also has wings. It's like something crazy like that, or I've also just had wild dreams like that. Before anyone have like super wild dreams where it's just like, how did this even come up in my head? Like, where did I conjure this from? I don't even read fantasy novels. Why is this here? So that's kind of what this song is.
And,
just depicting
there are
in a sense.
certain things that could enhance that feeling. I will let the adults in the room figure out what that means with this song. But there are some adult themes, not discussed but alluded to in this song. But this is Shanghai, and the beautiful thing about Shanghai is it's a triple entendre. What do I mean by that? It was directed, arranged, and it's VP'd by our lovely Eric Orson. So, please enjoy our last song of Act 1, Shanghai.
Bye-bye Shanghai, I become a butterfly, born again overnight. Bye-bye Shanghai, bye-bye my love, born again overnight. Bright lights up high, dark thoughts in my mind, born again overnight. Bright lights up high, gray smoke all the time, born again overnight. Bye-bye Shanghai, I become a butterfly, born again overnight. Okay, let me trace my steps, pour a drink, let's recap the sequence. 1 minute you're swinging on a creatine, next minute floating on a pillow of a tree. From there it gets a little hazy, like a camera out of focus, shaking. Slow motion in the room, free falling through my seat, hit the floor, transforming, undergoing complete metamorphosis from a moth caterpillar to a chrysalis. Spinning in a silken house like a spider spins a web. I'm a well-known insect. Bye-bye Shanghai, I become a butterfly, born again overnight. Bye-bye Shanghai, bye-bye my life, born again overnight. Bright lights up high, dark thoughts in my mind, born again overnight. Bright lights up high, gray smoke all the time, born again overnight. Bye-bye Shanghai, I become a butterfly, born again overnight.
Well, friends, we are going to take a brief intermission. We will take a 10-minute intermission. That also goes for you folks on Zoom. We have wonderful snacks. I will say you might need to run for the chips and salsa because that's a fan favorite of the Undertones. If I could tell you how loud people screamed when we put that in our budget request,
The walls vibrated.
It would just be louder than anything you've heard so far. So stick around. The best is yet to come for Act 2. Say hi to a new person. This is our a cappella family. So please say hi to people. We'll be back in 10, which
Stick around.
is 2. So back in 2. from our lovely intermission.
Welcome
Thank
back.
you guys so much. I hope you guys got lovely refreshments and everything. I know their lemonade here is fire, so I will have to get some afterwards. As we go back into the set, we are probably singing now the group's favorite song as a whole, I'd say. There's lots of nods. Rachel, I know it's one of your favorites too. Can you explain the meaning of our next song?
Absolutely. So our next song that we're going to be singing for you is also by one of our favorite artists, which is The Real Group, and they also did Chili Con Carne, which was our very first song that we did in the show. And one of the reasons why that we really love this song in particular, it's called Words, if I haven't said that already. But what it is it's literally talking about the power behind words and the power behind language. And whether it's written, whether it's spoken, just all the different things that you can do with language and with spoken word. It's just incredible. You can have so many different tones with it. You can have so many different meanings behind it. There's so many different languages that are out there within the world. I mean, even just through sign language, even through dance, through the arts, whatever that looks like, music being the universal language. And so the power behind this song is that it's demonstrating that power of words, and we're talking about literally the different instances that we can use it, and just kind of what it means to us. So.
And really, when I say the song was a group effort, it truly is a group effort. So we have two directors to thank for the song. We had Kade and Caroline direct their first song, so you can give them a round of applause. They were super awesome. We also have some soloists, and I'm not trying to degrade the soloing work. It's just this is a speaking solo, actually. We have speaking soloists of Lex and Katie and Jackson and Christian on this song. And we actually have a VPist who's standing right next to me. So there are many different people trying to make this song percussively interesting and unique. This is one of our favorite songs, so please welcome in Words. I can do my job. You're doing great. We love you. Oh, it's on there. Fun. One, two, 3, 4.
Talk,
Say it.
to talk, speak, talk,
Now.
voices to talk,
Tongue.
speak, talk,
Say it.
voices
Check.
to talk,
Verbal communication.
talk,
Say it.
voices
Check.
to talk.
Let's talk about
Words, a letter and a letter on a string will hold forever humanity. Spellbound words, possession of the beggar and the king. Everybody, every day, you and I, we all can say words, regarded as a complicated tool, created by man, implicated by mankind. Words, a possession of the genius and the fool. Everybody, every day, everywhere and every way. Whoa, words, find them, you can use them, say them, you can hear them, write them, you can read them, love them, fear them. Words transmitted as we're fitted from the start, received by all, and we're sentenced to a life with words. Impression of the stupid and the smart. Everybody, every day, you and I, we all can say words. Inside your head can come alive as they're said, softly, loudly, modestly, and proudly. Words, expression by the living and the dead. Everybody, every day, everywhere and every way. Whoa, words, find them, you can use them, say them, you can hear them, write them, you can read them, love them, fear them. fear than words. A letter and a letter on a string.
You just kind of get into a bop with that song. You just kind of get like bouncing and going. Definitely one of our favorite songs to sing. Now we actually have a really wonderful privilege ahead of us. Lex is going to be doing a solo song, but this isn't just any typical solo song. This is a song that Lex actually wrote, which is very exciting.
Can we get a round of applause for that?
Yeah, exactly. She's going to be singing a song that she wrote called Denny's. And I will say it definitely brought me to tears the first time I heard it. So maybe you'll be brought to tears too. Maybe grab out the tissues right now. Maybe ask somebody next to you if they have tissues in their purse. Like, you know, you just want to be prepared. Like, yeah, just get them out. Yes, thank you. It brought me to tears, so I'm just letting you know. Although I will say I'm a senior, so almost anything makes me emotional at this point. But yeah, so Lex is going to be singing a lovely song called Denny's. I hope you can empathize and create some vulnerability in your heart for her, because this is a really, really beautiful song. As we deal with the technical difficulties, please give a round of applause for Lex with Denny's. Keep clapping, we're not ready.
You can stop clapping. Okay, let's see if this. Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? Oh, that's a little. Sorry. Okay. Can everyone hear me okay? Yes? Okay. Okay, so again, this is Denny's.
Day that my father died, my mom and I ate at the Denny's in front of the hospital at 7:56 in the morning. So what do we do now? She asked, and I shrugged and said we should try the pancakes. Started to laugh, then cry, and I paid for 2 glass-filled coffees. Day we moved out of town and into the city to start over, locking with thick skull-stained cheeks and water. I made new friends, new messes, and missing my lessons and losing myself in expectations, awful obsessions and first-time impressions. Oh, what do I do without you? Sweet doo-ba, 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 doo. Turn 22 soon and everyone just wants their money. I wish I cared enough to want the same things. Nothing's at stake when you're loving, at peace, and you're happy. Guess that's the one thing I learned from my daddy. Thank you.
Another round of applause for Lex for her original piece. Especially to be able to play the guitar and sing at the same time. Like, I cannot even play a guitar for the life of me, so the fact that she's able to do both at once is incredible.
Yeah, definitely. Well, there is a tradition that we had started back at our last concert that is very near and dear to our Undertones hearts. We're going to be singing a song next called Blue Skies. And Rachel, can you kind of elaborate what this song means for you?
At least for me personally, and I know for the Undertones too, is like, this is what got the group started. Like, this is what every single member of the Undertones can say, like, we sung that. We did that. This is our song that really unites us all together. That helps. I thought I was projecting quite a bit. I guess you could all hear me, hopefully. This helps a little bit. But yeah, no, with Blue Skies, what it really means to us is just the fact that this is something that really brings us all together. This is the song that everybody learns whenever they come to audition for the Undertones. And so we all learned this like literally from day one and went through all of this music together. And this is something that not only unites like members that have been here and stayed for all 4 of their years, but also those that were maybe in for 1 year and out another year, or maybe those that came back and whatever that looks like. Like, it's just something that is really heartwarming for us, and it just is really sentimental in that way. It brings us home.
It's definitely the rite of passage, I'd say, to get into the Undertones. You learn this song, and I just remember like getting like the announcement in my email that said like, okay, you're invited to callbacks. It was an email from Lucas, and it's like, please learn all these measures in one day. And I'm like, awesome, okay. Like, we're just starting it off like very, very exciting. And you know, here we are now leading the group, which is pretty insane to see the trajectory of the last 4 years. But what I'd like to do is invite our alumni in the room to come and join us up on stage. Come on.
Yes, get up here. Get up here.
Come on. Yep, don't be shy, don't be shy. Get with your voice part roughly. Thank you.
Roughly.
You'll have to kind of stand behind
tenors,
groups, kind of come up a little
basses,
bit.
sopranos, altos
Oh,
on the end.
let's go, let's go.
But
Welcome to the mass chaos that is the Undertones.
before we get into this, I just wanted to take a moment to point out our soloists for this song. We have a few scatting soloists. Now, if you don't know what scatting is, it's kind of gibberish and nonsense, but it's structured nonsense. It's musical storytelling using ba's and da's and v's and bops. I know James loves the V syllables. Voo-bop, yep. You know,
Mimicking instruments,
exactly.
basically.
So we are going to have soloists from Caroline, from Nikki, and from Eric. So please enjoy.
Oh my God.
Da 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 da. Blue skies smiling at me. Nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song. Nothing but bluebirds all day long. Never saw the sun shining so bright. Never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by. When you're in love, my how they fly. Oh, blue days, all of them gone. All of them gone. Nothing but blue skies from now on. Ba-da-ba. Dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba.
Scuba doo ba ba ba, ya da 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 da. Scuba doo ah, ya do 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 do. Ba ba da ba wow.
Saw the sun shine so bright, never saw things going so right. Noticing days hurrying by, when you're in love, mildly fly. Oh, blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now on. Blue skies from now on. Oh, yeah.
It's so fun seeing you guys.
Can we please give our alumni a hand?
No, it's great. No, it's Rachel and oh, this is a hot mess.
It's always such a blessing to know that that wasn't my last time singing with the group whenever alumni have to go on, which will be a good reminder for our current Undertones with this next song. So, Rachel, do you want to explain to the audience like how exactly we met?
Yeah, we literally bonded and met through the Undertones. Both of us came from completely different campuses. I came from the Poly campus, and so for anyone that knows where that is, way over in Mesa. Yeah!
We got some Poly people in the
Got some
room.
Poly people in the room, that makes me happy. And then Emma came from downtown.
Downtown, come on, where are we at? Let's go! Let's go.
But literally, like, two totally opposite sides, like, in regards to ASU. And yet, the Undertones was what brought us together. I remember, like, walking into auditions, and first off, I wasn't actually auditioning for this group originally. I didn't know it existed. And I walked into auditions, and one of our old members, her name's Ari, came up to us, or came up to me, I should say, and she was like, "Hey, are you auditioning for the Undertones?" I was like, "What is that?" And she told me a little bit more about it. She was like, "Oh, this is a jazz a cappella group." And I was like, "That's a thing? Like, jazz can be a cappella?" And so I was like, "Sure, what the heck?" And now here we are, 4 years later.
I remember I came into the group. I wasn't even looking to do a cappella, period, but one of my friends was like, "You got to do an a cappella group in college. You just have to. You're talented enough." And I'm like, "I don't know. Journalism is a really hefty major." And he's like, "You just got to do it." We both auditioned. He actually didn't get into a group, but I did, which is kind of funny because he was the one gunning for it. But, you know, here Rachel and I are today, and we actually kind of met each other walking to the shuttles, which was interesting. We both were like, we don't have cars. We need to rely on public transportation.
Well, I had a car, I just didn't want to drive.
You know, with gas prices, I don't blame you. But it's kind of crazy to see how, like from where we started to see, Lucas as president, then Ari as president, now I'm here with Rachel, and it's crazy to see how much has changed over the last 4 years, and for the better, of just seeing how the group has grown, seeing that we're in a space in the MU, which I never thought would happen. Yay, budgeting. So it's very exciting to see this growth, but Rachel and I'm not going to get emotional. Rachel and I are going to be singing a duet for you guys. But we're going to make it through the song, but it's a duet about being happy, and, kind of along the dream thing, it's all about, okay, like we've lived out our dream. We've had our dream of getting to be a part of a cappella, getting to sing with such talented people, and now we get to reflect on the happiness that we've had in it. So this is Happy Days Are Here Again / Get Happy. Give me a second. We love that.
That's the song we're singing.
Forget your troubles. Along and happy are here again. You better stay. All your tears up above are here again. Shout hallelujah. So let's sing a song of cheer again. Happy days are here again. The sun is shining. Come on, get happy. Shout it now. There's no one who can doubt it now. So let's tell the world about it now. Happy days are here again. We're heading across the river to your class. There'll be no more from now on. From now on, happy days are here again. The skies up above are here again. So let's sing a song of cheer again. Happy times, happy nights, happy days are here Okay, we're not crying yet, so it's okay. Well, thank you guys for supporting us along this journey. It's been quite a ride for the last 4 years, especially for Rachel and I, to see so much change and so much evolve, which has been really cool. We're nearing the end of our concert, and we've been through this whole head in the clouds journey of starting off with those food cravings and moving through the love phase. One more time. Love phase. There we go. Now I hear it. Okay, everyone's gone through the love phase appropriately. Awesome. And we, had like the crazy thoughts and moved through, just trying to get a little bit more serious of like, okay, what do our thoughts mean? How do we deduce them? But now we're moving into a song that's appropriately named for our concert called Dream. And Rachel, would you mind telling me a little bit about what this song means for our group?
What Dream really means for our group is just the fact that we were able to accomplish so many dreams that we had, whether that was at the beginning of the semester for Emma and I, like a lot of the dreams that we had for this group like 4 years ago of wanting to go on a retreat, for example. We actually got to go on like a full group retreat this year, which was absolutely incredible. And just having the dream of this group in general, seeing the alumni that have come and gone, seeing all the new people that we've accepted into the Undertones family. And not only just the Undertones dreams, but also like your dreams of what are the things that you dream about that you want to accomplish someday, or what are the dreams that have already happened? What are the things that you dreamt about 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and just seeing where you're at now and being reflective of that. And this song is really just a time for us. We put this second to last specifically because this is our time and your time as well to be able to just reflect on those things and to be able to reflect on the dreams that have happened.
Yeah, this is a song really about faithfulness, about hope for the future, and about reminiscing on all of those good memories with the dreams that come in your life. And so I just wanted to highlight Lex and Jackson. This is also their first time, well, Lex co-directed, but Lex's first time fully directing a song, and for Jackson co-directing a song. So please give them a hand. They did a great job. And so we want to leave you with the second to last song called Dream.
Watch the smoke rings rise in the air. You'll find your share of memories there. So dream when the day is through. Day is through. They might come true. Things never are as bad as they seem. So dream, dream, dream. Do-da-do. When you're feeling do-da-do-do-ba. Do-da-do.
That's the thing to do.
Do-da-do-do-ba. Do-do-ba-do-ba. Do-ba-do-ba. Do-ba-do-ba-ba. Do-ba-do-ba-ba-do-ba. Of memories there. So dream when the day is through. Day is through. Dream, oh dream, and they might come true. They might come true. Things never are as bad as they seem. So dream, 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 dream. Things never are as bad as they seem. So dream, 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 dream.
So, we want to take a few minutes to thank some really important people because you guys would not be sitting in the seats that you're sitting in without the help of all these people. First, we just wanted to thank everyone here at the MU, with PAB, with the event planning committee that is a part of the MU. They set up the tables for you, set up all the microphones that you see. So I know some of them aren't in the room, but please give them a hand. We'd also like to thank our faculty faculty advisor, Kate Eaton. I don't know if she's here in the room with us today, but Kate Eaton, literally without her, we would not be able to exist as a club, and so it's really great to have a faculty advisor. She's literally from the business school, but she solely believes in jazz music and jazz a cappella music, and so we're glad that we have a dreamer and a visionary like that to support us along that way. I'd also like to thank my officer board with Kade and Caroline, Sivan, Rachel, and I. There's so many things that went into this concert of the decorations, the budgeting. Don't even ask Kade how complicated a budget request is. It's like the amount of work that goes into some of these things is just so nuanced and detailed, but I'm glad that I just have really patient and really understanding officers that are willing to sift through all the questions and all the nuance. So I'm really grateful for them.
And I also just want to thank Emma, because I know that she won't do it, but we want to thank Emma for being an absolutely amazing president. If we give her a round of applause.
Yes, Emma!
She puts so much into this group. Heart, soul, sweat, everything, tears. Like, it's incredible to see just how much she's been able to do for this group and how much she's really helped it to just grow and to blossom. And we just want to thank her for everything that she's done.
All I care is about you guys having a good time. Did we have a good time? Okay.
Yeah.
So before we finish out our concert, we're going to be ending on a song that is a little bit more upbeat than Dream. We're kind of ending the night reflecting on what a night it was. Rachel, can you kind of explain a little bit of this Michael Bublé classic?
Absolutely. So can I get hands in the air for anyone who's ever heard of Such a Night by Michael Bublé?
Yes.
But that is the song that we'll be finishing off our concert with tonight. And this is just, it's such a peppy song. It's so upbeat, and it's just like us going on and on about, wow, what an absolutely amazing night this was. And like for the original song in particular, like it's all about like just those happy feelings and just all of that adrenaline that's still in your body after like having a wonderful night with that special person or just with a best friend, whatever that looks like. And it's such an absolutely amazing song and a bop. And before I pass it off to you, the soloist for this song is actually Emma herself. So very excited to hear her sing.
Well, don't stop yourself too short. Rachel is also a scatting soloist in this song. So we both get to solo one last song. But I also want to point out that Nikki also helped me direct this song. He was very helpful.
Yes, Nikki!
Also Nikki's first time directing a song. And then I also wanted to point out lovely Eric, who took this on at the beginning of the year when I begged and pleaded. I'm like, Eric, we got to do this song. And he's like, okay, I can do it. And he put together this wonderful arrangement. So you definitely have him to thank, because otherwise we wouldn't be doing this song at all. But before we pass it off to our amazing singers, I just want to say we'll have a closing note at the end. But thank you guys so much. Even the people on Zoom, I know there are people who are sitting there that are 105 years old. I know that there are people in the audience that are 7 years old. I know that there are people sitting in New York, in Minnesota, in California, all over the place, potentially even outside of the country. So I just want you Zoom people to know, especially if I may shout out the people from my high school. I know some choir friends of mine are on here, and I wouldn't be standing here today if it wasn't for your guidance, as well as all the choir teachers that have led these people to music. So thank you for the work you do. It's insanely valuable, and it needs to be appreciated.
Yeah!
But that being said, let's close with Such a Night.
Do ba do ba do ba do ba do ya do do ba do ba do ba do ba do ya do do ba do ba do ba do ba do ya do do ba do ba do ba dow.
It was a night.
Oh, what a night it was, it really was such a night. Ba-doo-ba, the moon was bright. Ba-doo-ba, oh, how bright it was, it really was such a night. Ba-doo-ba-doo, the night was alive with stars above. Ba-doo-ba-doo-ba, ooh, when she kissed. Ba-doo-ba-doo-ba, ooh, love. Ba-doo-ba-doo-ba, dow.
It was a kiss.
Oh, what a kiss it was, it really was such a kiss. Ba-doo-ba, oh, how she could kiss. Ba-doo-ba, oh, what a kiss it was, it really was such a kiss. Ba-doo-ba-doo, the thought of her lips set me afire. Ba-doo-ba-doo-ba, I reminisce. Ba-doo-ba-doo-ba, I'm filled with desire. Ba-doo-ba-doo-ba, dow.
But I guess
Ba-doo-ba-doo-ba,
harder love, and the night was gone. Never forget kissing. Da 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 dow. Da 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 dow.
Such a night.
Da 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 dow. Oh, what a night it was, it really was such a night. The moon was bright. Oh, how bright it was, it really was such a night. Never forget her kiss in the moon. Da 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 do ba do ba do ba dow.
That I get.
And she's gone, gone, gone. Yes, she's gone, gone, gone. And the dawn, and my love was gone. But before that dawn, yes, before that dawn, oh, before that dawn.
Well, friends, I know for some people it's actually night, but I know it's 2:38 in Arizona time. Hi.
Hi. Can I say something really quick?
Yes, you may.
Hi. We did something similar to this last semester, but I just again wanted to acknowledge how great Emma and Rachel are. We do have something small for you that I stowed under the stage that I think is stuck. But again, I know we've said it a million times
How
tonight.
many undertones does it take to get a present out?
I got some pretty flowers. And I just wanted to, there should be 2 bouquets in there. Yeah, they're in there. They're small. But anyway, yeah, just wanted to acknowledge again how great these 2 are, not only as club members, but also just as friends, how much care they put into this group. And being in this group for 3 years, it's honestly, it's gonna be different, but almost not the same without them. And I'm just gonna miss them so much. And I hope that they have many, many years to look up to us and carry on that legacy. But thank you guys so much. I love you with all my heart.
Well, on that note, thank you guys so much for being willing to come out here. I just want to say like a hefty thank you to the parents, to all my friends and family members, club members, friends from multiple different campuses, people online, of many different generations. The future of music continues with us. Even if you're not the one singing up here, it continues with your support. It continues with you coming out and showing and saying, hey, music is powerful, especially jazz music. And like these clashy harmonies are just as important as any other pop song that's out there. And we're just really grateful that you guys would support us in that. So please feel free to stack up on any refreshments or anything else. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, it's been such a phenomenal year leading all of you guys, and I don't want to see it end. And it's just great to stand up here with so many talented people, and you don't know it until you're in it, and when you're in it, it's just so hard to get out. But what's the like yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery, but today's the present, or today's a gift. That's why it's called the present. There we go.
That's why it's called
So
the present.
please enjoy the present with us. Enjoy the beauty of that is jazz music. We're very grateful you guys came out, and as we would say as the Undertones, you like jazz? Have a good night, everyone.
Oh, yeah.